Scorpio, welcome to your monthly horoscope for the month of July 2021. But before we begin, I would like to let you know that I do daily video horoscopes that I post on my YouTube channel every single day. I do weekly video horoscopes that I post every single week, and I also do monthly horoscopes that I post every single month. You can watch them all, and I also request you to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you will be notified every time I post a video. Now let's begin. So Scorpio, I would like to let you know that as we enter July, a lot of outer planets, Pluto, Saturn, Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune are retrograde. And this means that the month of July will be a slower month in some ways. Not in all ways, in some ways, because the outer planets are retrograde right now. The personal planets are still direct. And retrogrades are a period where we reap the rewards of the work we've already put in. So July, a lot of things will start to show themselves connected to the past, connected to the work that we've already done. And the second thing is that as we enter the month of July, we are still in the new moon solar eclipse energy that happened on June 10th. We will be in this energy for 6 months at least, but we will feel it in a very powerful way till July 9th, till the new moon in Cancer. And that was a new beginning for you, Scorpio, and that new beginning happened in your 8th house of investments, intimacy, intimate relationships, and personal karmic matters. Until July 9th, that's what you are going to be focused on. And then let's talk about July 9th. July 9th, we have a new moon in Cancer, and this is happening in your 9th house. A new moon is a new beginning. It's a time where we seed things that will grow in the next few weeks. And for you, this new beginning is happening in areas associated with higher education, foreign travel, your belief system, knowledge, wisdom, abstract knowledge. These are the areas that will begin for you on July 9th. A new beginning will happen in these areas. And I also want to mention that this new moon is different from the new moon in Cancers we've had for the past 2 to 3 years. And that's because this is the first new moon in the past 2 to 3 years without Saturn in Capricorn. Saturn in Capricorn, Saturn's right here, but it was in the sign of Capricorn from December 2017 to December 2020, which meant that every time we had a new moon in the sign of Cancer, Saturn opposed it. And Saturn energy is difficult, it's demanding, it requires hard work. So every time you try to begin a new beginning in areas associated with foreign travel, higher education, your belief system, wisdom, knowledge, publishing, if that applies to you, it felt challenging, it felt difficult, it felt like you needed to work really hard, but that's not the case anymore because Saturn is not there. So this new beginning in Cancer will be much easier than it has been in the past 2 to 3 years. So that's July 9th. Now let's move on to July 11th, Scorpio. On July 11th, Mercury will enter the sign of Cancer. Okay, so for you, Mercury is going to enter your 9th house. Now, Mercury is our mind. Okay, plainly put, it's other things too, but basically it's our mind, it's mental energy, it's our thoughts, it's our communication. So for the next few days, for the next, I think it's the next 15-16 days, because Mercury is going to change signs, which means it's going to change houses. Again, for the next 15-16 days, you are very much mentally going to be focused on things connected to foreign travel, higher education, your belief system, wisdom, acquiring knowledge, and publishing. These are the areas that mentally you'll think about these things, you'll communicate about these things. That's going to be the dominant thought that you have. Then on July 9th, Chiron is going to go retrograde. Chiron has been transiting your 6th house. Chiron is a slow-moving energy. So which means it spends a lot of time in a particular house. And Chiron is our deepest wound. It's also how we heal. But the healing of Chiron comes in a peculiar way. Chiron heals us by wounding us more. It's odd the way it heals, and it feels bittersweet. And for you, Scorpio, Chiron has been in your 6th house. So there's been some sort of healing, a bittersweet sort of healing connected to your health, your job, your day-to-day routine, your diet, your exercise, small bets. This is the area where Chiron has been healing you, but it can often feel like a wound, but it's been healing you. And when Chiron goes retrograde, which it will on July 15th, that active healing process slows down, which means that active bittersweetness, that active wounding slows down. And now it's just, like really reprocessing the healing and really imbibing it. So that starts on July 15th, and this is connected to your job, your health, your day-to-day routine, your diet, your exercise, and perhaps more bets. Moving on to July 21st, Venus is going to enter the sign of Virgo. And this means Venus is going to leave your 10th house and enter your 11th house. So Scorpio, for the past 20-25 days, as Venus has transited your 10th house, you've got blessings connected to your career, to your business. And now Venus will bless your social circle. These are the groups that you belong to, the organizations that you're a part of, the acquaintances that you keep. It will also bless your hopes, goals, and dreams and your plans for the future, and science and technology if you're into that. And Venus makes one more receptive to these things as well. So you will be more receptive to the groups that you belong to the dreams that you have, to the goals that you have for the next 20-25 days. And then on July 22nd, the sun is going to enter your 10th house, meaning the area of your life that will be illuminated in a very powerful way will be your career, will be your business, will be public life. And on July 23rd, we have an important event. It's the full moon in Aquarius. It's happening at 1 degree of Aquarius. It's going to happen in your 10th and 4th house, right here. The moon will come to 1 degree right here, and it's going to oppose the sun, a full moon. Now, full moons bring with them completions, culminations, release, and they're also a point where we can see things clearly. So at this full moon in Aquarius, there are 2 to 3 things you are able to see clearly, Scorpio. Now, the first one is the beginning that happened on July 9th with the new moon in Cancer in your 9th house of beliefs, publishing, higher education, foreign travel, all these things. The second thing you are able to see clearly, and that's culminating or completing itself in some ways, is the new beginning that happened around Feb 11th with the new moon in Aquarius. And that for you happened in your 4th house. So there was a new beginning in your home, in your family, in your foundation, in your deepest emotions around Feb 11th. And now you're able to see that more clearly. And the third thing goes back to December of 2020. In December of 2020, Saturn and Jupiter met up. These planets meet up once in 20 years. And they also met up in your 4th house, okay? 4th house, which means that this began a powerful new beginning of 20 years connected to your home, your family, your foundation, your deepest emotions. And now with this full moon on July 23rd, you'll be able to see that beginning more clearly. Something will complete itself regarding to that beginning. And that's July 23rd. So I would say it is the most important event of July. And then moving on to July 27th, we have Mercury changing signs. Now for the past 15 days, as I had mentioned before, from July 11th, you were very focused mentally. Your energy was very focused mentally, and you were communicating a lot about your belief system, your higher education, foreign travel, abstract knowledge, things like that. But now your mental energy, your communication will all be directed towards your career, towards your business. And that's going to be there for the next 15-20 days. And on July 28th, Scorpio, Jupiter is going to retrograde back into the sign of Aquarius, which means that, okay, let me explain. When Jupiter is direct, it brings with it blessings and gifts, but it also brings with it lessons we need to learn. Now, when Jupiter goes retrograde, the lessons stop. Either we've learned those lessons or we haven't, but the gifts keep coming. And the gifts are usually connected to the work that we've already put in the past. So now, as Jupiter will retrograde back into your 4th house, gifts, blessings will come into your life connected to your home, your family, your foundation, your deepest emotions. And this you have already done the work for. It's connected to the past in some way. That happens on July 28th. And on July 29th, Mars is going to leave your 10th house and enter your 11th house. Now, for the past 40 days or so, Mars has been re-energizing, reinvigorating your house of career and business. Okay, and now on July 29th, it's going to leave your house of career and business and enter your house of social circle, the groups that you belong to, the organizations that you're a part of, the acquaintances that you have, as well as your hopes, goals, and dreams in the future. And it is going to re-energize, reinvigorate these areas of your life. And this happens once in 2 years, so it's not very common either. So that's all the energy for July. Now, Scorpio, I do want to ask you, would you like to know like the long-term themes in your chart, for example, where Saturn has been and what it means, because Saturn takes 3 years to go through a particular sign. So it'll give you an idea of which area you have to work hard towards, or where Uranus has been, because Uranus stays in the house for 7 years, which means a certain area of your life has a similar theme for 7 years. So if you'd like to know these things, do let me know and I'll try to make a video on that. Now I'll pick a card for you and then we'll close out the reading. It says blessed. So Scorpio, this month you're blessed. Gifts are coming your way and there's not much I can say about this card. I mean, this card says it all. You are blessed this month, Scorpio. The universe is going to bless you. And perhaps this goes to the retrograde energy, because retrograde, like I said, are the rewards for the work that you've already put in. So perhaps you are blessed with the rewards, you're blessed with gifts, you are blessed. And do hit the subscribe button, do hit the bell icon, and I will see you all in one of my other videos. Bye, Scorpio.